Ghusl in Islam, a complete guide to ritual purification. Do you know that without proper purification, your prayers, fasting, and even acts of worship may not be accepted? Today, we'll uncover the complete guide to Ghusl in Islam. What it is, when it's required, how to perform it step by step, and why it's so important for every Muslim. By the end of this video, you'll understand Ghusl like never before and ensure your worship is always pure and accepted by Allah. What is Ghusl? Ghusl is the full-body ritual purification required in Islam to remove major impurity, janaba, and restore a Muslim to a state of spiritual cleanliness, ara. It's not just a bath, it's a sacred act of worship. Example: imagine a man named Yusuf who wakes up from a wet dream. Though he feels clean physically, he knows he cannot pray until he performs Ghusl. By doing so, he honors Allah's command and prepares himself spiritually. Quranic reference: O you who believe, do not approach prayer while you are in a state of janaba until you have washed your whole body. Surah An-Nisa 4:43. When is Ghusl obligatory? 1. After sexual intercourse or ejaculation. Whether alone or with a spouse, Ghusl is required even if no fluid is released. Example: a married couple, Fatima and Idris, share intimacy. Before performing Salah, they must both take Ghusl to be in a state of purity. If you are in a state of janaba, then purify yourselves. Surah Al-Ma'idah 5:6. 2. After menstruation or postpartum bleeding. Women must perform Ghusl once their monthly cycle or post-birth bleeding ends. Example: Aisha finishes her period and wants to fast the next day. She performs Ghusl to be spiritually ready. And they ask you about menstruation. Say, it is harm, so keep away from women during menstruation. And when they have purified themselves, then go to them. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:222. 3. After wet dreams. Even if one wakes up unaware of the dream but finds signs of ejaculation, Ghusl is required. Example: Bilal wakes up and notices wetness. He didn't remember dreaming, but he still performs Ghusl before praying Fajr. 4. Before Friday Jumu'ah prayer recommended. The Prophet encouraged Ghusl before Friday prayers to attend in a clean and fresh state. Example: on Friday morning, Musa takes Ghusl, wears clean clothes, applies perfume, and heads to the mosque, following the Sunnah. When one of you comes to Jumu'ah, let him perform Ghusl. Sahih Bukhari. 5. Before Eid prayers recommended. To honor the festive day, Muslims are encouraged to purify themselves. Example: on Eid morning, Khadija wakes early, performs Ghusl, and dresses beautifully to join the community in prayer. 6. Upon conversion to Islam. New Muslims are advised to perform Ghusl to symbolically and spiritually cleanse their past. Example: John accepts Islam and is taught to perform Ghusl as a sign of his new beginning. Indeed, Allah loves those who repent and loves those who purify themselves. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:222. How to perform Ghusl step by step. 1. Make niyya, intention. This is a silent intention in the heart. No need to say it aloud. Example: Maryam thinks, I am performing Ghusl to purify myself for prayer. 2. Say Bismillah. Begin with Bismillah if in a private setting. Example: in her bathroom, Hafsa quietly says Bismillah before starting. 3. Wash hands. Wash both hands up to the wrists 3 times. Example: Umar begins by washing his hands thoroughly to remove any dirt. 4. Wash private parts. Clean the private areas to remove any impurity. Example: after intimacy, Zainab ensures she washes herself properly before continuing. 5. Perform wudu. Perform ablution as for prayer. including rinsing the mouth and nose. Example: Yusuf does wudu, knowing it's part of the Sunnah method of Ghusl. Then wash your faces and your hands up to the elbows, and wipe your heads and wash your feet. Surah Al-Ma'idah 5:6. 6. Wash the head. Pour water over the head 3 times, ensuring it reaches the scalp. Example: Fatima pours water over her head, making sure it reaches her roots even though her hair is braided. 7. Wash the entire body. Start with the right side, then the left. Ensure water reaches all parts. Special notes for women. Braided hair doesn't need to be undone unless water can't reach the scalp. Modesty should be maintained, especially in shared spaces. Example: Aisha performs ghusl in privacy, ensuring water reaches her scalp without undoing her braids. And they ask you about menstruation, and when they have purified themselves. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:222. 10 common mistakes during ghusl. These are errors many Muslims unknowingly commit, which can invalidate the ghusl or reduce its spiritual benefit. 1. Skipping the intention niyah. Ghusl must begin with a sincere intention to purify oneself for worship. Brain example: a man jumps into the shower after intimacy, but doesn't mentally intend to perform ghusl. Though he's clean physically, his ghusl is incomplete. Actions are judged by intentions. Sahih Bukhari. 1. Spiritual renewal. Ghusl symbolizes a fresh start, washing away impurity and sin. Example: after repenting from a sin, Yusuf performs ghusl to feel spiritually renewed. Indeed, Allah loves those who purify themselves. Surah Al-Baqarah 2:222. 2. Preparation for worship. It prepares the body and soul for Salah, Quran, and other acts of devotion. Brain example: before Jumu'ah, Idris performs ghusl and feels spiritually uplifted during prayer. 3. Physical hygiene. It removes sweat, dirt, and bodily fluids, promoting health. Example: Aisha performs ghusl after her period and feels refreshed and clean. 4. Mental clarity. Water has a calming effect, reducing stress and anxiety. Brain example: Bilal feels mentally clear and focused after ghusl before far prayer. 5. Social etiquette. It ensures one is clean when interacting with others, especially in communal worship. Brain example: on Eid, Khadija performs ghusl and attends prayer in a clean and dignified state. 6. Symbol of discipline. Regular ghusl teaches time management and self-care. Brain example: Maryam schedules her ghusl before important prayers, building routine and discipline. 7. Respect for sacred spaces. It ensures one enters mosques and touches the Quran in a pure state. Brain example: Yusuf performs ghusl before visiting the mosque for itikaf. 8. Emulating the Prophet. Following his method of ghusl is an act of love and obedience. Brain example: Idris learns the Sunnah steps and feels closer to the Prophet by practicing them. 9. Symbol of inner purity. It reflects the Islamic value that outer cleanliness mirrors inner purity. Brain example: Zainab teaches her children that ghusl is not just washing the body, but purifying the heart. 10. Reminder of accountability. It reminds Muslims that every action, even bathing, is part of their journey. What ghusl is and why it's important. The times when ghusl becomes obligatory. How to perform ghusl correctly according to Sunnah. Common mistakes to avoid. The spiritual benefits of staying pure. Understanding and practicing ghusl ensures that your prayers, fasting, and other acts of worship are accepted by Allah, SWT. Whether you're a beginner or seeking deeper knowledge, this guide will strengthen your faith and daily practice. Pushpin, don't just watch, apply it in your life and share with others so they too can perfect their purification. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Backhand index pointing down, tap that thumbs up like button and hit subscribe. Bell, turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Movie camera, more inspiring content is just one click away. Keep watching.